In the mighty kingdom of Valen, where politics was a battlefield and power was the ultimate prize, two men stood at the precipice of greatness. One was Lord Gareth, a bold and charismatic leader who wore his ambitions like a shining suit of armor. He declared his intentions to become royal advisor to King Alden, promising reforms that would bring prosperity to the land. The other was Minister Elias, a quiet and unassuming man whose presence was often overlooked in the grand halls of the palace. The position of royal advisor was the second most powerful in the kingdom, and Gareth was determined to claim it. He gave rousing speeches to the nobles, rallying their support with grand promises. He assured the merchants of economic growth, the soldiers of greater rewards, and the commoners of justice. But power is a delicate game, and Gareth made a fatal mistake. He revealed his intentions too soon. While Gareth basked in the admiration of his supporters, Elias watched from the shadows. He never spoke of his own ambitions. In fact, when asked, he simply smiled and said, "I am but a humble servant of the king." Behind the scenes, however, Elias moved like a master strategist. He whispered carefully chosen words into the ears of powerful nobles. "Gareth is a brilliant man," he'd say, "but brilliance can be dangerous when unchecked. He wants to change too much, too fast. Does that not concern you?" Doubt began to spread. Some nobles feared that Gareth's reforms would weaken their power. Others worried that his popularity would make him a threat to the king himself. Elias never voiced any opinions of his own. He simply guided the thoughts of others, planting the seeds of uncertainty. As the day of the king's decision approached, Gareth's confidence remained high. He believed his support was strong, unaware of the silent opposition that had formed against him. When the council assembled, Gareth stepped forward, prepared to accept the king's appointment. But the moment he did, the nobles who once cheered for him stood against him. Accusations arose, claims that Gareth sought power not for the kingdom but for himself. King Alden, now wary, saw Gareth not as an asset but as a potential threat. The king turned to Elias, the one man who had never asked for power, who had never made grand promises. "You," the king said, "are the kind of advisor I need, loyal, reserved, and without reckless ambition." And just like that, Elias was named royal advisor, while Gareth was stripped of his titles and exiled. As Elias watched Gareth leave the kingdom in disgrace, he allowed himself the smallest of smiles. He had never fought for power. He had simply allowed others to destroy themselves. Morale of the story? Revealing your ambitions makes you predictable and vulnerable. By concealing your true intentions, you control the game while others act on impulse. Those who speak the loudest often fall the hardest, while those who whisper in the right ears shape the world. Enjoyed this story? Like, share and subscribe for more tales of strategy, power and wisdom.